Okay, welcome back to my channel. This is Gamer Dom. Take another look at another one of the Wargaming anniversary offers. This one's available for most of this month, which is the outstanding IS6. Now frankly, I'm slightly surprised this tank hasn't disappeared from the game. It is probably one of the most the best premium tier 8 tanks in the game. It's a monster and it's a beast, and you can get your hands on it at the moment for a special inverted commas price of €34.13, which is about 42. Well, it is exactly €42.69. There's no good about it. It's there written in yellow. So for that, basically you are getting the tank and a garage slot. Plus you get this extra gold of 2,500 and 15 times 5 victory tokens. So that's pretty good. The basic price for this tank normally with just a tank and a garage slot is $34.13. So genuinely you are getting 2,500 gold and those tokens for free. Whether you need the gold or not, or whether you want those tokens, you can argue all you like, but that's what the offer is at the moment. All I can say is this tank is a damn good tank. Really, really good. So let's have a look at it. So here it is, the IS6. As you can see, it's a pretty good looking tank. It's unmistakably an IS, part of the IS series. It is obviously a tier 8 premium Russian heavy tank. It looks pretty darn good. Now recently this tank got a reworking in HD, which actually had the effect of buffing it even further. It was a good tank before, it's got even better. One of the rare things about this tank, which you don't get anymore in premiums, is the fact it is a premium matchmaking tank. It is a tier 8 and it will only see tier 9s unless you get in a match where your platoon buddy draws you into a higher tier game. So you won't have to fight tier 10s, and that's good because this tank has its limitations. But in its own tier and when it's fighting lower tier tanks, it is an absolute brute. Have a look at it compared to the IS3. So you can see there's certain similarities there. Turret on the IS3 is slightly different, and obviously you've got the pike nose, which the IS6 doesn't have. Instead it has this sort of more, more geometric type front. So the front armour is very well angled, really well angled at the front there. However, it does have these sort of side panels which if you angle incorrectly, so say you're coming around a corner and you're facing this way, shots coming in will bounce off here because the sloping. They'll also, if they hit these side cheeky, whatever you call them, sort of geometric shapes here, the shot will ping off. However, if you turn like that, you actually have the effect of almost flattening this out, and so it can, with given a high enough caliber, overmatch that armor and go straight through it. So be wary of that. This driver's hatch also is a weak spot, although I believe it got buffed in the last patch when it was HD, so it's no longer as weak as it once was. Anyway, getting ahead of myself. So the IS6, it has 1,550 hit points, which is actually 50 more than the IS3, so that's great. It weighs 53 tons, something like that, which is more than the IS3. So you go, the IS3 is about 50, this one's about 52, 53. They have the same engine capacity, 700 horsepower engine, and a 35 km/h top speed, which is 3 less than the IS3. However, given the fact that the IS6 is obviously slightly heavier and that they both have the same engine, it's not as quick away from the blocks as the IS3. But it's still not bad. It's a pretty mobile tank. Armour wise, it's pretty good. It has 100mm on the front and 100mm on the side of the hull, which compares very favourably with the trollish IS3, which has 110 at the front and 90 at the side. So the IS6 is really good at side scraping. It's a good side scraping, although you do have to be careful of this slightly flattered panel, as I say. Turret wise, 150 and 150 on the front and the side, and 100 at the back, which is also very good indeed. Not as good as your IS3. Now the IS3 has that 249 frontal armour on the turret and 172 at the rear. So you know the IS6 fails on that. However, the IS6 doesn't have such a weak spot on the top as the IS3 does. So the IS3 has a panel, as you can see here, there we go, this panel here, which given it's quite a low tank, anything firing down on that will find that's about 20mm of armour. So the shots go straight in there. The IS6 doesn't have that. So while the armour is not as good in the turret as the IS3's is, it doesn't have that super weak spot. So IS6, it has typical Russian heavy tank view range, 350, so it's not going to spot very much, unfortunately. However, it does carry a really effective 120mm gun. Let me just bring that up. I'll bring up the top IS3 gun just to compare. So they're both 122mm. The IS6 has a higher rate of fire than the IS3, so not by a huge amount. Well, actually it is half a second. You get half a round per minute in the IS6. IS6 fires at 5.13 rounds per minute. The IS3 fires at 4.51 round per minute. And to make up for that, the penetration on the IS6's gun is not as good. It's 175 with its standard round, 217 with its APCR, as opposed to the top gun on the IS3, which is 225 with standard round, and a very impressive 265 with the APCR. They both do the same amount of damage, 390, so that's pretty good. So the IS6 loses out on its penetration but has a higher rate of fire, and that's fairly okay because, as I said before, this is a premium matchmaking vehicle, so you will only see tier 9 matches at the very worst, and at tier 9 that gun's going to have a little bit of a hard time, but the IS3 has to deal with tier 10s from time to time, so yeah, the difference is sort of understandable. HE wise, the IS6 has 61mm of HE and does 530 damage with it. So HE is a viable option for this tank as well. Dispersion is a pretty horrible 0.46, which compares with equally horrible 0.4 on the IS3's Top Gun. They both have pretty bad aim time, exactly the same at 3.4 aim time. So, you know, the IS6, much like the IS3, is a brawler. Oops, I've got the wrong tank up. Where are we? There we go. The IS6, much like the IS3, is a brawler. It's designed to get into the face of the enemies. You want to get up close and personal, and you want to blast the bejesus out of them with that very high rate of fire for a big 122mm gun. Equipment wise, I took a gun rammer because you want to increase the rate of fire. I took enhanced laying drive because of that horrible aim time, get that down a bit, and also vertical stabilizers because that helps with accuracy when you move the turret or you move the tank, so plus 20%. And as I say, this is a brawler, so you often find yourself firing on the move at very, very close range, and that helps. That really helps. Obviously this is a premium tank, and you can put any Russian heavy crew in this tank and they'll work at full effectiveness. So I have my IS7 crew in here. It's a 4-man crew, fairly standard layout, commander, gunner, driver and loader. 4-man crew. So there you go, the IS6. Let's take it out and have a spin and see what we can do with it. so here we are on Molavenka. It's a tier 8 game, so we got a good matchup. We've pretty even on heavies, so I am going to head up the hill as quickly as I possibly can. Try and use the sort of the strength of this tank, which is its armour. Platooned up with these guys, don't know why, maybe they wanted a mission. I didn't need it, but sometimes people need it, so you just help them out where you can. Because other times when you need to, for a mission or something, it's you hope for a little bit of karma. So I'm coming up the hill. Ferdinand's not happy because the light tank hasn't gone out to scout in front of him. It's providing with lots of targets. But actually, quite rightly, as the IS3 points out, the Hellcat can do the job from where he is. So anyway, and Will also has the added bonus that his gun is pretty strong. So okay, so we're coming up to the windmill. Still not seen anything, which is slightly odd. Just that VK. And there they are. There's a T-32. Been spotted. Try and get round here. Bag a shot into him. There we go. Oh, and there was a T-34 there, and I couldn't pull back in time before he put one through me, which is slightly annoying. I'm assuming that went straight under the lower plate. Trying to track him there. Now let's get in a hold down in a bouncy position. So here is ideal. It's really hard for them to get somewhere that's going to do me damage. And the side armour on the IS6 is so good, so good. So I'm just peeking. That guy's the T-34 was side scraping. T-32 wasn't, but I didn't manage to pen him. It's difficult. My old eyes find it really difficult to see where the outlines and which the orientation of the tanks are. So I've changed to premium because I need to do something to these tanks. I'm pretty much holding them back at the top here. I've got somebody with me, so that's alright actually. So I'm still trying to get shots on those guys. They're really not having much joy hitting me. There's no point taking that shot. T-32's head is thicker than Katie Price's head. So here we go. Can I get a shot there? I'm trying to get one under. He dukes one into the shot, I thought I could get one through his underplate there actually, but no, I couldn't. Let's see, can we get one there? He gets one under me, but I get a bigger one under him, so I do 415 on him. He does 3 something on me. He's still focusing on me. Another 300 on me. Can I get another shot under him? I changed back to regular because I thought I could go underneath his lower plate, but I didn't. This time he bounces on me and he gets taken out by somebody else. So here we go. We've pretty much won the hill, which is great. It's 5-4. The arty comes in, just misses me. Got to keep moving all the time. When there's arty in play, just keep moving. They've only got one arty, but even so, he's bound to be paying attention up here because generally the arty is sitting on the 9 or the 0 line. Don't know what that T-150 thought he was doing, but anyway. Can I get shot dead? Oh, Ferdinand just hit me with premium. Ow! I'm down to 53 health points, but I'm still bouncing shots. That T-34 should have killed me. Let's have a go for the Jag. Oh, where did that shot go? Ferdinand's turning, so that means I get a really good shot on him. Aim, 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 fully aimed shot. Whoa, bang! 743, the ammo rack went up. The SU's not paying attention to me. Let's see if we can finish him. 2 for 2? Yes, indeedy. Good night. So that was nice. It's 7-all though, so it's still tight. But there goes the T-34 even. He was a bit of an arse by the look of it. Report IS3A. Yeah, why? Even his teammates saying what? For nothing. Okay. Can't get a shot on the Japanese Tiger. Had a little brief chance of his turret, but no joy. So I tell the T-34 what I think of him. He's a big baby. I mean, what kind of an idiot just goes around saying I'm going to report somebody because they're better than me. God, if I did that, I'd use up all my reports within a few games. Just knob, really. And I don't mean noob, I mean knob in the truest sense. So anyway, back to the game. 11-7. I've done 2,000 damage. I'm not probably going to do much more. I'm hoping that the arty's down here, but I'm only on 53 health points. So, you know, the chances are that if I see the arty, he'll probably kill me. But so I'm sort of hanging back a little bit, hoping that the IS3A will spot things for me, because he's got a lot more health. He's got nearly 900 health, whereas I have my 53. But it doesn't mean I'm probably not going to get shots away, unfortunately. But we'll keep trundling along, you never know. Can't get a shot on the OI. He's behind that building. Where's the arty? Arty's clearly moved from the corner. Oh, there he is. He hasn't moved very far. Oh, I couldn't get a shot in on him. AMX, no, he's disappeared just as I was looking to fire. OI still hidden behind that building. Brief moment to hit the AMX, but no dice. And what? Oh, and the ISU took out the OI. So GG, good game. So that was a pretty exciting matchup there. Finished with third class mastery. We got a demolition expert for that Ferdinand exploding, which was fun. Shell proof, fire for effect. Hand of God. Survive a battle and win the battle having received damage from at least 4 enemy vehicles. Well, yep, we did that. Steel Wall and Spartan, because we were down to very few hit points at the end of that game. So we finished third on XP, which was nice. 2,176 damage and 2 kills. 802 base XP, which is good. 13 shots fired, 10 connected, only 5 penetrated. So you see the limitations of that gun. It's not the best gun in the world, but you know, you keep pumping up the shells. You do have to use a bit of premium, especially when you're taking on heavies at the front, but you know, you'll generate credits doing so. So 2,176 damage, as we know, took 11 hits, only 5 of which penetrated, 6 didn't. That's the armour standing up, and we blocked over 2,000 damage that way, so that's all cool. Gross of 60, well, best part of 65,000 credits. After all the costs, we made 30.5, which is okay, really. I mean, it wasn't a monumental, it was only a third class mastery game, but we still made 30,000 credits having fired some premium, so GG. And XP wise, my IS7 crew have now got an extra 1,300 experience based on that game, so yeah, all in all, very good. So let's go to that platoon. All in all, the IS6 is a really nice tank, really good premium, good forgiving premium, because it has got armour. Now you can't just troll around thinking that you're immune to everything. There's no such tank in the game as that. So you still need to, you know, angle yourself, make sure you get make the most of the armour where you possibly can. But if you do that right, you will get bounces. 2,000 damage bounces are fairly normal in this tank if you get in the right position. So as you saw in that last game, the limitations are the gun. The gun is not fantastic, so you know, but it's a really good credit generator, a good all-round tank, a nice heavy tank if you're looking for a premium, and you know, thoroughly recommended as a tank while it's still available as a preferential matchmaking tank. But there is rumours that this will eventually disappear. I have to say I bought mine because people said it was going to go. It didn't. So yeah, whatever. It's a Russian tank, so they'll probably keep it. But anyway, that's the IS6. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider giving it a like down below, and maybe just on a whim subscribe to my channel. This has been Gamer Dom. Thanks for watching, and remember, it's just a game. Have fun. Don't get too serious. Just enjoy yourselves. See you later.